aka Saturday night live streams. We are live, and I'm joined this evening by the Underdogs. There's 3 of them in there, so just bear with us as we'll get them all in. By the way, for this stream, they are all brothers, and they all live in the same house.
Or the same household, definitely.
They do. Yes. But anyway, how are you guys?
Not bad, man. Can't complain. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep myself busy in that, especially not being able to play football. You know what I mean? It's kind of depression at the moment. So, but just trying to support each other, support the boys in the team and that, just by keeping in check with each other and that. And how's things with you?
Yeah, can't complain too much. Obviously we're going through lockdown, as is mentioned, but I always say this is like the halfway stage. So again, we've got halfway to go, or less than halfway to go before we can get back on the green stuff. So these live streams have been keeping me active and getting to know more about the grassroots teams that that are out there. So tonight is the Underdogs FC. So
baby.
Go. I thought I should have got my drink as well, man. Oh, where am I? I'm slipping. Tell me about Underdogs FC, because they popped up on my radar this year, but I'm sure you've been going on for longer. So talk to me about where you play, when you started, all that good stuff.
You know what? Funny enough, we ain't been going for that long. This is our first season as a team.
Oh, so okay. I thought
it's what was it? We had the idea of it going back, I think, a couple of years. But at the time, majority of us were sort of like playing for club already. So we was like, no, we'll finish the season and just start from there, really start fresh. So it was our first season together. And but we had the idea like going back, say, a couple of years ago. But everyone being busy doing different things, that you're just trying to get together and get the idea together and just build from there, really. So we managed to find a bit of time. And I think lockdown helped us out, to be fair. As much as it's a bad thing, lockdown's helped us out, because I feel like a lot of people being off work, and I was off work for 6 months. So I had a lot of time to study, do research, and just put the idea together. You know what I mean? So it's helped us out a lot, to be fair. So yeah.
Okay. So where are you guys based? What league are you in?
North. We're in the Barnet Sunday League. In North London, Barnet area.
Yeah.
Division 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 5. We was meant to play like 3 friendlies during the pre-season to sort of like see what level we're at and basically what division we should be in. Mm-hmm. But with the whole COVID, we wasn't able to get that done. So I think what they've done is they've got all the new teams that signed up. They basically made 2 new divisions. You got the Division 5 that got added to their league, and Division 6. And then from there, basically, it's pretty much like a test to see what level we're at. And then who knows what's going to happen next season, what division we're going to be in. Right,
okay. So, write it down in Division 5. Okay, I'm sure that doesn't reflect your ability.
Yeah. But it's a good division.
Yeah?
It's a good division, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's some good teams in that. I think altogether we've got about 12, 13 teams. So like 12 teams in our league. So far, obviously, we played, 6 games? 6 league games. Yeah. And 2 of them went, all that. But the rest were that, they gave us good games. So and no one knows each other. So there's not a lot of usual teams in divisions. You can't, and everyone's new. So you can't do your research to see what the players are like, what the teams are like. So it's just, you just turn up on the day. Whoever wants it the most will win the game. You know what I mean? So yeah. So it's a bit of a weird feeling.
Okay. Talk to me about some of the teams that are in this league. I might recognize some of them.
You got who we got? We got Bandit.
Okay.
They're a new team, to be fair. Good team, young boys, good ballers.
Yeah.
We got Pro Panthers.
Pro Panthers.
Yeah. They were in the goal of the month this month with Barnet.
No, definitely. Yeah, they're doing their thing as well. We ain't played against them yet, but obviously that's to come, so I can't wait for that game. I think the rest, to be fair,
North London Panthers, Clerkenwell.
Yeah, North London Panthers, Clerkenwell as well. Clerkenwell, I think you might have seen them. We ain't played them, but we meant to. Well, we're going to play them as soon as we start again, soon the league starts again. I was meant to do a back-to-back with them, but now it's telling me we're going to do a double header against them. So,
we'll get into that shortly about the coming up, because obviously the fixtures have been released, but we'll get into that shortly. But I feel like I'm just talking to you. Bear in mind.
Let me do something else.
Right. So introduce yourself again. What's your role in the club? Talk to me.
All right. Yeah, my name's Tommy. I play up front for Underdogs.
Okay. Axman, yeah.
Yeah, sort of trying to do that.
Come on, you got that energy. What do you mean? The striker's going, yeah. Is he really a striker? He's like, yeah, sort of. I kind of.
Yeah. Striker. Definitely.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. And got off to a good start this season.
What have I got? 11 in 6 games. I've got now 11 goals.
11 in 6 games. Don't lie to me, because I will check out the stats.
Check it.
Don't you worry, I'm a stats man. I'll find what links, you know.
That's fine.
Well, the camera talks anyway.
And you know what as well? I will clip this up. If this is wrong, I'll clip this up. And you know what? It'll be going over Roots TV.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah, it'll be top score, definitely.
Top goal scorer. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Scored any worldies yet?
Sorry?
Scored any worldies yet? Or what are you, just more fox in the box?
Tapping.
Yeah. Tapping merchant, man.
Tapping merchant.
Yeah. You got to be there to score goals, man.
Exactly. As they always say, like, you know, you got to be there to score, you know.
Yeah.
They all count and all the rest of it. So, okay, fair enough.
A couple of them been all right, so.
Okay.
Go on them.
There you go. And just going to spin me to the left. Here we go.
Pretty boy.
Pretty sharp. I don't know, pretty. Where we it there?
So we got Pretty Boy, aka
Martin Bickers.
Bickers. So, where do you play, Bickers?
Well, funny enough, I'm the co-owner with Jaden here of Underdogs FC. But then at the same time, I do play for them. Bit of a versatility type player. Play on the wing, play at a fullback position, and play in midfield. So this season, most likely, be playing midfield as much as I can, because I can do a decent assist every so often.
Okay, bit of a kind of, what's that? John O'Shea / Phil Neville sort of role, just like.
I mean, look, you know what? I prefer the Lee Cattermole type vibe. That's actually me. I'll be honest.
Cattermole of all players. Wow. I was doing you justice by saying Phil Neville. At least.
No, I love a challenge. I love a challenge. That's my bread and butter. So.
No, he does definitely.
Gaffer, you hearing this? He loves a challenge. Like, is he? How many red cards you had this season?
I had none yet.
He had one. We played together. Like, the three of us played together for a long time.
On a hit, yes.
Well, I'll be the one that's going to be paying a lot of fines because of the suspensions, most likely.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Before we let's get into some action. So you sent over some clips. I haven't actually seen them yet. So again, this is me watching them firsthand. So after the back of the clips, we can talk through them, like who scored and what the game was. So without further ado, we're going to get into the first one. Okay. Who was that then?
That wasn't me. That
was Harrison. What can I say, man? He's just he plays in midfield, but he can play center. He can play anywhere. Always put 110% in, and he ain't afraid to shoot, as you can see. And I think a lot of players, to be fair, you know, at times they try to get close to the goal, try and get in the box, and just have a little tapping. But with him, you don't know. He will shoot from anywhere, and majority of the time is going in.
Oh, no tapping merchants that time round. He just thought he this time round, was he?
He knew the goal of the month was coming in, but why he's not in it, I don't know.
Listen, hey, only I did the edit. That's it. Don't blame me.
I don't know.
Don't blame me. There's other associates who probably be listening in right now. You know, I have to blame them. So yeah. But who was that against though? Who was that screamer against?
That was the North Atletico Seniors.
Yeah,
that was the cup game. We played them in the cup game. But
first minute of the game as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, first minute of the game. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, first minute, yeah. And they're in our division. Also, we had them in our cup. That was the first cup game.
Yeah.
Was it 9-0? 9-0. Yeah, 9-0. To be fair though, they were a good team. Don't get me wrong. They had good individual players, but they just didn't have no one to finish. That was their problem. There was no one there that could finish.
I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know how you can say they were a good team and get spanked 9-0.
They had good individual players.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. They had put it this way. I think we played them again in the actual league. don't get me wrong, there's a few players.
5-1.
They had a few players missing, but at the end of the day, it's 11v11. But it was 5-1. When we played them again, it was 5-1. So
it was definitely a team that will probably get better throughout the season.
Yeah,
as they gel as a squad, they'll most likely become one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, definitely, 100%, man.
Okay. Right, can you just spin me around to Tomo, because I feel like we're leaving him out. We're going to go on to the second goal. So, Tomo, you're going to talk me through this one, okay? Okay. Back post finish. Was that you who finished that?
Yeah.
He's a tap-in. What are you not surprised?
There we go. See, look at that. I knew it. Okay, talk me through that goal then. So again, build up with the play and all the rest of it. Talk me through it.
Yeah, no, you just got to keep your wits about you at all times, constantly. I just knew when that ball went out wide. I know Ryan at fullback. He's always wants to put the ball in the box constantly. So he knows my game quite well. So I'm always drifting in and out. I tend to go always back post most of the time. So
you're a lie though. I reckon like sometimes he probably shanks it, right? You're probably thinking, this one's not going to reach me, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you now,
oh, be honest. Listen, I know you're probably listening. You're probably thinking, I've got to be nice to him. But sometimes in the back of your mind, he shanks it sometimes. It goes into like the car park or something.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know what I'd say. Probably about 4 of his crosses would probably come to someone, and I'm being generous there.
Okay, see, look, now the reel's coming out. Okay, so 4.
It's just on them. It either comes to your foot or it don't, or it just goes wherever your head into the car park.
Straight to the car park, and they start taking someone out. So what was that? Who was that against that game?
I can't even say that.
Armenian youth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not a bad team actually. They're quite a big physical team. They play to their strengths quite well. They're just I reckon they'll do quite well this year.
Yeah,
I think you'll all think that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and you won that game, right?
Game got abandoned.
Yeah, they got abandoned.
70th minute.
Yeah, 70th minute. I think 4-4. One of their players put a tackle onto R1. Yeah, and then it just kicked off.
Handbags just sort of
handbags, toys got thrown out the pram and all that. So
you know what I mean. But it's one of the things, isn't it? To be fair, though, I think the ref was like, the ref was new. The ref. Yeah. Look, that game frustrates me to this day, and these are always like, just let it go. But I struggle to let it go because we beat them already. We played them. I think it's our second game playing into the league. We beat them 4-1. So we knew that obviously this time, look, they're going to come back strong and they're going to want it. Obviously, we was playing at the home ground, and how can I say it? The ref came up to me before the game and said, "Look, I'm new to this. Majority of the teams that I ref, basically, they complain a lot about me because I'm not good at my job."
No, yeah. Hold on.
Hey, listen.
Hold on. A referee at the start of the game has come up to you and said, I hold my hands up. I'm terrible at my job. Complain about me all the time.
100%. Definitely. The thing as well, when I heard that, I was like, nah, I didn't hear that. Surely I didn't just hear what he just said. And at the moment, a couple of players standing next to me and they looked at me and said, did he just say that? I was like, yeah, I think he did. So I thought, all right, whatever. What can you do? So that's why that video's gonna be coming out next week, and you'll see it in the video at the beginning that we said to the boys, look, don't get onto the rest back. Yeah, he's new to this. He ain't confident enough in that. Just sort of don't start shouting at him. Don't swear at him. Just like you know what I mean, like if something happens you're not happy with, just put him to the side and say, look, can you just watch out for the challenges and the tackles and stuff? And normally we don't give those kind of speeches, to be fair, but we gave that speech because of what he said. And what can we say? So obviously one of our players basically went for a challenge. Like it was a minor challenge. It wasn't a slide tackle, nothing. Just put his foot to the ground, grabbed the ball. The player fell to the ground. The player kicked his ankle. Obviously, and then from there, basically, everyone's overreacted about it. And the game got abandoned, basically. So, but whole team, I don't know. I think we want the country to play. It was 4-4. And I'll be honest with you, we was losing. I think was it like 1-0, 2-0 at the start? Was it 1-0 then we went 1-1?
Shocking start.
It was something like that. Like we was losing. They scored the first goal anyway, and we were like, right, what's going on here? Like, and they had a couple of big lads that were injured. That were when we first played them, we saw them on the sideline. And when I looked over, I thought, oh, they're back now. Like you could tell they want it. They want this. They want to win this. So we said to the boys, look, we need to put 110% in. They went 1-0 up, and all the boys' heads just dropped. Because like, come on, we've beaten them before. Let's just go into this. So yeah, so I think around the 70th minute before the penalty went 4-4. That incident happened, and from there, when the ref was like, "Oh, let's abandon the game," sort of things. I'm not refing no more. We said, "Look, we calm our players down. They calm their players down, and we look. There's 20 minutes left. Let's just finish the game." They didn't want to finish the game. They was like, "No, like we can't have this."
Take the draw.
Yeah, they take the draw, and they were high fiving each other at the end of the game. High fiving each other. So to them, it was like a win. I was fuming. I'm like, I don't care what's going on as a draw. This is an L. Like, this is an L I've taken. I'm not having this. Like, and they was like, yeah, they're high-fiving each other.
You think they did it on purpose, almost? Just
when that fourth goal, when we scored that penalty and it went 4-4.
We're down to 10 men, though.
Yeah, we're down to 10 men as well. And they knew that's it. We're coming for them. That's it. We're about to win this game.
So they're down to 10 men.
No, we were down to 10 men.
Sorry, you're down to 10 men. Yeah. And then the match gets abandoned, and they're high-fiving because they got a result against a 10-man side.
Yeah, they were high-fiving. I don't know. I wish I had it on camera. They were high-fiving each other. Because I looked over and I was like, am I just seeing that? Like, I said, boys, look at that. And you see them high-fiving each other.
Wow. Okay. I mean, when's this footage getting released?
Next week.
Yeah, send that to me.
Yeah, I send that to you. Yeah.
Send that to me. Already, I'm like, yeah, I need to see that for sure.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into the third clip now. Just let's stay with you for now. Yeah. Let's watch the third clip through. Now I knew this could have been in there. I knew it. I would have locked off the stream altogether.
I knew I had to put that one in there for you. I knew it.
I've seen that goal so many times, and the celebration as well. Who's celebrating like that? Seriously, tell me, who's celebrating like that?
Well, that's Connor Wilson, isn't it? Like he does it all the time, to be fair. But he won't just celebrate that. He do it in front of their players and their subs and the manager on the sideline, sort of thing. So if you're giving him a stick and he scores a bang like that, that's it. That's his game over. It's game over.
Connor Wilson, the audacity to score that goal. Hey, you're doing flips as well, like you're Obafemi Martins in Newcastle era. Like, what is going on? How can you be doing flips and suddenly this is not gymnastics?
That's probably the second time I've seen him do that.
Yeah.
But he loves that celebration. What can you do? Like he deserved that goal. Deserved a good celebration, which he done it. But I don't know if I would have done it in front of their gaffer, but
I mean, you worry when he does that because you never know; those things can go wrong. It has happened before. I don't wish it on anyone. Touch the wood. I don't wish it on anyone. But again, do you worry about him when he does them celebrations?
Do you know what? To be fair, everyone's different. So I know some people might come around the pitch and try and take the player out for things like that. But at the end of the day, it's football. It's Sunday football. We're here to enjoy ourselves and. You need to just have a laugh, you know what I mean? Like, listen, people do it to us. Our last game, the game before, Bandits. They were screaming in front of our faces. You know what I mean? Go, yeah, come on, like it's part of football, but it's healthy competition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy it because I'm at injured at the moment. I can't play, and it does keep me alive. Like to see the boys sometimes like playing and they need that, that person like Marty that's going to be in that midfield and just like hurting players like in a clean way, you know what I mean? Not in the whole way, in a clean way.
Yeah, in a clean way, yeah.
In a clean way. I enjoy that because I feel like if I see someone doing that, I'm there like, all right, cool, game's on now, that's it. You watch, we're coming back from this. So I feel like in a way, like it's healthy competition.
I hear that still. Okay, right. Spin me to Marty then. It's Marty's turn, right? So I think we're on number 5, is that correct?
Number 5.
Yeah,
let's have a look at 5.
Okay, let's have number 5. Yeah.
Well,
joke. Come on, I saw you guys chuckling away there. What's going on?
well, to be fair, do you know what? Like, that is, I guess, definition of what we want our club to be playing like. That's the type of football. We are not going to be that, say, Route 1 traditional English football of over the top. We love to pass the ball about. We love to, as a lot of our players do, skill players up. And in theory, just let the ball do the work, which in both mine and Jaden's eyes is football. So to see the lads score that type of goal, we was both on the sidelines, and that game we weren't the happiest.
That's the game
that's a game that both of us actually, funny enough, got injured. But when we saw that, it just brought a smile to our face, because that is the definition of Underdogs football. Simple as that.
There you go. As a coach, like when you see those things actually come off, that the things that you've been practicing in training and the things that you've been screaming about on the sidelines, when you see it come off, you're like, just brings music to your ears, basically, right?
Yeah, 100%, and especially like when, I guess our pre-season, if you want to call it, we did a lot of. It's a basic drill, but like a lot of like rondos and a lot of keep ball, just really to emphasise the fact that that was the style of play that we wanted. We wanted our boys to be able to be comfortable with the ball at their feet. So yeah, to definitely see a goal like that definitely was a highlight of Underdogs so far. 100.
And again, it's a highlight to a bit of a bad moment if you're both coming off with injuries. To see that, then you're like, okay, maybe it's worth it, to the sacrifice of you two to come off to then see a goal like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, right. Spin me back round to the bagsman. There we go. Right, hopefully this includes you in this goal. Right, fingers crossed. If not, then blame the gaffers.
I don't know, I can't remember.
Keep it, options! Man coming, Jake! Finish! Go!
Decent. I've got a funny feeling, sorry to say, but that wasn't you.
Yeah, no.
That one was outside the area. Smash. I mean, was it the one who scored the first goal by any chance? I can't remember his name now.
No. That was Jake who just scored that goal.
Jake, okay.
Yeah, he's our captain.
Okay.
He's been brilliant since he's come into the team, actually. He just brings a lot of energy into the midfield. Very, very fit player. Gets up and down. Loves getting a tackle in as well. And then obviously you just see Nate's got an eye for goal as well.
Are you sure? Because you're not sounding too certain. I don't know if that was a bit of a hit and hope. Was that a hit and hope strike or what? Come on, be honest.
Co-striker.
No, hit and hope. Was that like?
Nah. We've seen it so many times in training where he just hits it and just goes in.
Like I said, we ain't afraid to shoot.
Okay. What, shoot on sight, yeah?
That's it.
Yeah, straight away, shoot on sight. You've got 5 yards, go, man. Do it.
So who was that against then? Who was that against?
That was North London Panthers, wasn't it?
Yeah, North
London Panthers.
8-2, I think we won that one.
And did you win that game?
8-2 we won.
8-2. What sort of like? Is it cricket or what? Like coming home, yeah. 1-8-2.
What? 8-2. Light work.
Well, listen, if you're watching, that's their words, isn't it? Like, you got to play them, not me. But I'm just saying, 8-2. If you're beating a team 8-2, I don't know. You guys might be in the wrong division. That's all I'm saying. You guys are going to go up there.
No, we are out to just prove a point to the whole league. Like, just in general, that we should be playing in a higher division, in my opinion. That's coming from a player's perspective. But obviously, we still got to play everyone who's in front of us. Still get the 3 points. Just go from there.
Very true. Okay, right. Last one. The spinners to the gaffer in the middle. Last one. And hopefully it's a good one. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh! I was squinting in. I heard they don't want it, and then what did I see? That corner again doing flips. Is that corner doing flips?
That's the first time I saw him do it. To be fair, in the game, that's the first time I seen him do it. But
listen, I'm playing that again. No, I'm reloading it. Reload one more time.
Flipper.
I just call him Flipper, yeah, that's what you should call him. Don't call him Connor. He can't keep off his feet, man. I mean, great finish. Who was the finish by? It wasn't even by Connor, was it?
It was by Connor, yeah. It was by Connor Wilson, yeah. Well, Flipper now, innit?
Connor actually scored the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I swear I've seen someone getting like hoisted up like that. Oh,
yeah.
So you're giving him like the praise and that. What meanwhile, Connor just gone up on one. It's like,
it wasn't just the praise. Then after the praise, it's on the
then flip after.
Okay. I was just confused. It's like, okay. Oh, Connor, man, you need to be careful, man. Just relax. What happened to our good old knee slide? You know what I'm saying? Those days.
Not natural, man.
Oh man! But look, it sounds like you're doing very well in your league. Where are you guys currently in the league before obviously lockdown?
We're at the top of the moment of the league. What was it? We got 1 loss, 1 draw, and I think it was 5 games.
I can't. Hold on.
I'll look quickly.
Don't get me started now.
Obviously, that the 1 draw came from the game getting abandoned. It went down to a draw.
4 wins, 1 draw,
4 wins and 1 loss.
4 wins. And who was the loss against?
Loss against Bandits.
Okay.
I knew this question was coming up, man. I'm still angry now. How long was it? 4 weeks ago now?
Probably a month ago.
I'm fuming about it. I'm honest with you.
Why are you so fuming about it? Tell me, talk to me about it. Come on. Can't be all.
I don't feel like it's in the day like that. In the day, it's 11v11, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? They won that game. I won't take that away from them. You know what I mean? Like I said from the beginning, like they're a fantastic team, a brilliant team. Wrong subs were made. You know what I mean? I think it was 1-1, and Toby got subbed off. Another player that plays on the wing called Sean, he got subbed off as well. And just the wrong subs were made, to be fair, from our behalf, basically. So as soon as those subs were made, I mean, things went downhill. But we lost 4-3. It was 4-3. And but yeah, like I'll be honest with you, I think that's the game I'm looking forward to the most. I can't wait for the rematch. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a feisty one. But it was, like I said, like they're the ones that I was saying to you earlier on, like we're on the sideline and they just kind of running past, you know what I mean? And go, yeah, like our faces and stuff. But we didn't take it in the wrong way. Like it's healthy competition. I love that. And I'm hoping I'm back from injury in that game because things are gonna be different. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. But yeah, nah.
You're gonna be living a little bit extra in on those challenges, yeah?
Yeah, just a little. Yeah. Well, I say at the moment, I think that obviously there's still other teams that we've got to play in the league, but at the moment, for me, I'm just seeing them. They're definitely like on the hit list. They're my top rivals right now. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I think it's hard when you're injured, you're on the sideline, and you're like watching like it happen. It's just even worse. Like I've never experienced that before, where being out for so long and seeing that there's nothing you can do. Like, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, isn't it? But yeah.
So what are they second at the moment? They your nearest rivals, would you say?
Well, Clerkenwell, to be fair, they're second.
Yeah.
They haven't played as many games.
Yeah, Bandits, to be fair, they haven't played as many games. Obviously, they got 1 draw. They ain't got no losses at the moment. I think they played 3 league games, 3 or 4. Like so they really truly we need to be the one to give them their first L. That's the way it's got to go. I don't want no other team to give it that. You know what I mean? That's what I want it to be from us to give them that L. You know what I mean?
You're personal, boy. Cheers.
It is though as well, man. Like we can't expect people to do our dirty work. You know what I mean? We got to do it ourselves, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be celebrating over another team beating them for us. Like I don't want it to happen like that. I hope they don't have no L's until they play us again.
I could feel it. I was like, oh.
Right, yeah, I knew with this conversation was going to happen. I was just there like, man, I just know you just got over this. You know what I mean? Like, but
You clearly haven't. You clearly haven't. It's like, oh.
I'll be honest, I haven't. Like, and do you know what? Because I know that like we've had some big games, like you know what I mean, especially in pre-season, like, and we've had good experiences. We played against like Tower Hamlet reserves. We played against Wick. Like we've had some good games, and to see like how we played in the pre-season and even at the beginning of the season, to like how things went in that game, and like, it just wasn't as simple as that. And I know that I mind a lot of the boys at times, but not in a bad ways, because of the fact that I know that they can do better, and I want them to do better. You know what I mean? And we're all here. Like we got a big staff team, and we're all here for every single player individually. If they want extra training, if they want a phone call to talk about personal things or about football, what they can improve on, like we're all here. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what time. Like you know, I might have conversations with Mike or some players at like 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? I'll just finish 11-hour shift and that, and I'm on the phone non-stop, just talking to players and stuff, just checking on them, seeing how things are. So yeah. What
you need to do, is just jump on FIFA, create a team, create Underdogs FC, create a Bandits, and then just whip them like 25-0, and then you until football comes back properly. That's what you need to do. Just get it out.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant.
But again, like, what do you make of the whole YouTube scene? Like, what do you make of it? Like, is there any teams that you see yourselves playing in future, going forward?
That's a good question. Now, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. We want to play like the SC Dons is one team that I want to play. You know what I mean? I feel like they're the pioneers of the scene, not just SC Dons. You've got Palmers FC as well. Red Bulls FC, whether they're going to come back in the future, I'm not too sure. But you know what I mean, we want to play the pioneers, and there's a lot of good teams out there. You know what I mean? You got Beatties as well. Beatties is another good team, and it's like you got to replay me. Obviously, they're trying to do like a whole YouTube league thing. So it would be good one day to see sort of all of the YouTube teams in one league. I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be fair.
True.
But yeah, it's one of the things as well where I feel like it's hard to try and play some of the YouTube teams because they feel like, oh, like we're up there sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until we get given that chance, he's like, look at SC Don's Kitcheners.
True.
No one really knew about the Kitcheners, and when they turned up, everyone just thought like it's just another team. And you know what I mean? Like they show them like we're not just another team. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. Like we're a good side. So hopefully we get that chance to be able to prove to a big YouTube team. You know that.
So you just need that one big scout just to kind of get Underdogs on the map. Is that what you feel?
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like as well, we're not afraid to take on anyone. Like we'll play we'll play anyone. I feel like there's a lot of teams now that just sort of like they just wanna, like I said, they'll arrange. Me personally, I feel like there's a lot of teams that arrange certain like big like friendly games and stuff against YouTube teams, or not necessarily YouTube teams, like certain like big clubs that are known that don't film their games, and they have all the hype around Twitter, Instagram, the whole thing. And then last minute, they start pulling out for stupid excuses. Oh, we got certain players injured and stuff. But it's like, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like, listen, it's 11v11, man. You know what I mean? You got to trust your whole team. You know what I mean? Even if your starting 11 is not there, you got to trust your whole team.
Are you trying to say people are running scared? Is that what you're trying to say, bro?
No, I'm not. I haven't experienced it myself. I've seen it. You see it a lot happening, to be fair, some of these YouTube teams. Like you know what I mean? You see it a lot. And SC Dons was one of them where they tried to arrange a game, and I can't remember what team it was, but they ran away. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, look, if you had let's say if you had a wish list, top 5 wish list of teams to play, like SC Dons by the sounds of it is one.
Yeah.
Any other teams that you kind of want to play?
Beatties
100.
Beatties.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
I want Hackney Wick again.
I want Hackney Wick again. Yeah, Hackney Wick is definitely got to be again.
Okay, shout out Bobby. Shout out Bobby Kasanga.
Yeah, shout out Bobby, definitely. I'll be seeing him soon, hopefully. Lambeth All Stars.
Lambeth All Stars.
Yeah, Lambeth All Stars. And yeah, that's it, to be fair.
The thing is, though, like we don't just want to go up thinking we can play the big teams and we'll give them a game. But at the end of the day, like I personally feel we want to grow the club. So even though the dream would be to be playing the big teams, like we've still got to get a bit of a story and a backing behind us, because there's no real point being, in my opinion, being that team that goes, yes, let's go get basically the clout from playing say SC Dons. But if anything, like I'm not like saying my team couldn't do it now, but at the same time, like we have just started. So I saw it in my eyes. I still want to get a few games behind us and get a bit of a following ourselves rather than just being the clout chasers that want to play the big teams. I want to be like, well, no, Underdogs are a team that's up there, and that's why these games are going on. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the other team I'd say is that what was it? Banstead Rovers or something like that.
Banstead Rovers, yeah.
You know what? Like they're I watch their games, man. They're a really good team, and I feel like they're hungry and they've got real warriors, man. Same as our team, and I think that would be a good game. Like they're a team that I respect a lot. You know what I mean? They put the work in. So I think they're another team I'd want to play. There's a lot of teams out there, and it's hard, but for me, they're definitely, man. Hackney Week's has to happen again, man. It has to.
So let's just go over that again. So SC Dons, Beatties, Hackney Week, Lamberthorpe Stars.
Yeah. Lamberthorpe Stars.
It was the last one you just said.
Yeah.
Okay. For this purpose of this, can we just get Tomo in? Because I just feel like he's left out over there.
Yeah,
Just go in between. Just go in between so I can see you.
Hey, step in.
There
we go. So I just feel like he was left out over there, man. I was just like, yeah. So again, you want to play those 5 teams again? Tell me about your story, because I feel like with all these teams, everyone's got a different story. So I feel like in order to get that across, you need to kind of tell your story and what's your unique selling point. Because I was saying this the other day, like Beatties are more known for like the challenges. SC Dons are known for like Strapsy's commentary, or Big G's like motivational speeches. Rising Ballers has their stories about getting people out there. So what's the underdog story? Is it literally the fact that you're underdogs and you've been seen as underdogs? Is that the reason why you chose the name? Like,
I didn't name. I mean, to be fair, I didn't name.
It was me.
Yeah.
Well, the funny fight thing for me is I used to remember banging out FIFA Street back a long time ago and using the name Underdogs, and the typical logo that you used to have was the Bulldog. That was always a name for me that stood out in my head, and like it's a bit of a childhood dream, I guess. So from my perspective, that was where I pushed that name forward. And then almost from like Jay's perspective as well, was like a lot of our boys in our team, we've had a bit of a football background where it's not the fact that it hasn't really planned out for us and we've gone pro or we've made it, but at the same time, like I guess a lot of our boys in our team have sort of been hard done by. A lot of boys in our team could make it further, and I just, a more personal opinion is I don't think there really is that advancement there in a lot of football at this moment in time for progression. You see a lot of things in today's football world of youngsters in academies that don't make it, and like the fall from that. And to me, like especially from like the underdogs perspective, I'd love to almost be in a position where we could even be like, you know what, obviously it's a different type of level, but if there were boys in academies that didn't quite make it, I'd in a heartbeat be like, come train with us, make our team better. And going back to that fact of like a YouTube team, you know what, like the dream would be, if yes, you're never going to be able to compete with the Premier League and the Championship and all that, but if you can get a decent enough following on YouTube games, why can we not have that sort of growth?
100%, definitely. For me, it's helping out a lot of young kids that don't get given the opportunities or go to clubs, and it's all about the money, being charged, silly price. We've got a lot of young kids that play for us, and that just contact us through like Instagram, and was just like, oh, do you need any players and stuff? And at that time, to be fair, we had a lot of players, and we didn't. But I was like, look, come down training, come train with us. We ain't gonna charge you nothing. Just come enjoy yourself. Like, if we can help young kids stay off the streets and stay out of trouble, and be able to sort of like get out of the house if they've got any issues, and just be able to come to football and just forget about everything that's going on in life. Like, we've got that extra mile and help them out. We got a lot of players. We've got James, we've got Cesario. D as well. D's one of my left backs. Like he was a young kid. Like I'm not gonna lie, when I first met him, I was like, right, but he's quite small guy. Like, you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Like, he's young, very young, and he was very shy at first. And then the boys welcomed him in, and he just, I like to say now, he's become a young man. You know what I mean? We turned to a young man, and when we noticed that he was, like a baller, was when we played against Tower Hamlets reserves. Like, I mean, even they turned and said that left back, he's trouble. He's a left back with a right foot. You know what I mean?
One of them.
That's it, one of them, yeah. So, and I think as well, I think a lot of us played together before, and we used to play Saturday football, and we played like, you know what I mean, we was playing for one of our old clubs, and we just felt like the club wasn't like run well. It was all about the money. Like you never get nothing in return. You know what I mean? You spend all this money, like, you know what I mean? Like you had like the kit was like 7, 8 years old, like you didn't have matching socks and things like that. And I was just like, this is how a club should be run. And I think that's when we came with the idea, was like, let's start our own club. And originally, funny enough, we was going to go into Saturday football rather than Sunday. And we was going to go into the same league as our old football club. But then obviously then, you know, it came down to things like you need like a home ground with changing rooms, you need to provide food, have a bar, all these kind of things. And at the time, it was hard trying to find any sort of clubs local that will let us like sort of share the club with them, especially when they found out it was going to be in the same sort of league as them. So in the end, we ended up going Sunday into Sunday League. And then we shouted our old club, was like, look, do you not want a friendly sort of thing? Like, let's have a friendly. And so it was a hell, like, it was a good rivalry, and it's they've turned up. I like
the fact that you're not shy coming forward, that's for sure.
You know, I mean, like they turned up, and the things they didn't know what some of the players that we had. And I think when they turned up, they're like, oh, you got that player, you got that player. And we basically just took, because obviously our old club had like six teams in it. Yeah, 6 teams.
A lot of teams.
So we took basically pretty much the best players from all teams. And that obviously that are friends with us. And we spanked them 7-2. You know what I mean? So and we just showed them, look, that's how teams should be run. So that was good. But yeah, we just want to help young kids and stuff, man. We want to be able to give people the minutes they deserve, and just like, you know what I mean, just like try and help people out with in football and like in anything really. Because the problem that we was having, I felt like, was people. We was playing the fifth, I think the fifth team, and some of us play for the first team, the second team, but if some players were struggling to get into the first team because the manager at the time in that team wanted to play his mates, even though some of them weren't that great.
Right, favoritism, yeah, like managers and the rest of it, yeah.
That's it, yeah. So obviously we played against the Fools, which is obviously like the team that majority of us were playing for, and we spanked them 7-2. And then afterwards, I heard they want a rematch, and I was like, nah, like we want your first team now. You know what I mean? Like the Fools ain't good enough. Yeah. When we got a bit of spare time on that, we can make that happen. So yeah.
You and your cricket scores, 7-2. I think you guys are in the wrong sport. Seriously, when you're doing 7-2s and 8-2s, you must be in the wrong sport. Seriously, man. But
there might be an Underdogs cricket team one day.
it might have to be with these scores. But look, I love it. Look, this is what I think you need to get across more in terms of like, it's all well and good spanking these teams, but I listen to you guys for like the past 5-10 minutes and say, look, there was players not getting opportunities elsewhere, especially in your old team, and now they come into your team now, and obviously now they're getting opportunities, and they're proving these guys wrong. And that is literally Underdogs, isn't it? The Underdog sort of thing. So I think that's kind of like the selling point for you guys. I feel like if you got that across, and maybe like, I don't know, I'm thinking documentary style sort of thing, like following this person, that would like help, I think, because I watch loads of grassroots football, as you probably may know, and I see goals flying in, it's great. But when you're getting to know the people more, that kind of helps me resonate, or the audience resonate with the team more, don't you think?
No, 100%. I totally agree, because I feel like, obviously, like I said, because it's our first sort of like season, first time running the club and stuff, so there's a lot of things that we need to like work on, and it's good to hear advice from other people, because like, I mean, it's good to hear what people think and where we need to be and what we need to do. You know what I mean? So like, it's definitely good, but man, we've got a lot of plans. I mean, obviously starting just with one team, and hopefully in the future we can do that. We discussed before, like with Marty, like doing an academy team, even like a girls team, and like with like an education system, things like that. So because I feel there's a lot of young players that just get done hard by it, you know, and yeah, so that's the plan.
I saw a little look when I put this one on screen about top goal scorer from Marty. So there's a little inside joke there. Don't think I didn't see that. What's going on? Top goal scorer, yeah?
Well, let's put it like this. Me and the top goal scorer himself here. We go way back, and we started. Well, our friendship really started when we first went to secondary school, which was quite a long time now.
Yeah.
And me and him could even go back to the old jokey days, because like when we used to play the school football, when we used to be on like the coach going to the games, like I used to bet him basically going every goal you score will be £1. So me and him go that sort of way back, and yeah, he's always been the sort of goal scorer, and we'll always be giving him stick, because this is the sort of player that, even though he scores a lot of tap-ins, don't get me wrong, right? He'll be through on goal, have probably the easiest chance to score, and he'll miss it. But then out of nowhere, I'm telling you, out of nowhere, he'll go and score a worldie that I'm sure you, later in the season, when it does restart, he will start scoring worldies. And you'll be saying, well, hold on a second. 5 minutes ago, you could have just rounded the keeper and scored. You didn't do, but then you go and score this kind of scenario. So, yeah, like he's definitely going to be the top goal scorer for Underdogs this season. He's definitely going to be the top goal scorer for La Liga. I ain't got no doubt about that. So yeah, it will be a bit of a joke with myself and him for the rest of the season.
Right. It might end up costing you a lot of money if you keep that bet going.
I stop that now. Like he can fund himself these days.
Right. I mean, look, that leads me on nicely to the last thing. So what I've tended to do quite recently is do like combined 11s. Now, obviously, you guys are in. Look, he's wiping his face already. Oh, damn.
I was thinking about earlier. I was like, I don't even know what to do with this one. I knew this question was happening.
No, but I like the fact that you guys are in a different league, because the people I've asked, they always go for like the obvious choices. But I want to hear some different names, maybe some names that I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
Because, for example, people, when I say goalkeeper, they're going of one of two. Most of the time, it's one, like Big G. Yeah. But again, you're telling me there's a different goalkeeper that you think that should go in between the sticks. It's your opinion. It's the Underdogs' opinion. So that's what I'm wanting to hear. Because again, you guys are in a different league to these people. We all can't just base off just like one video that we see. So
yeah,
just be free thinking. Don't be influenced by anyone else's decision. It's yours.
100%.
So let's start with goalkeeper.
Yeah, goalkeeper. I'm gonna put our own goalkeeper, Toby, all day long. Toby in goal. Is there a backup keeper or is it just the one?
Just the one keeper.
No. Yeah.
I should have been a bit more strict on the last one. We had two.
You confused me a little bit with that one. I was a bit like,
yeah.
The keeper there, innit?
I'll let him try, but no more now. You got to be one.
Yeah. Toby all day long. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Cool.
Centre backs. Spencer, he plays for us.
Oh no, share the love. Like,
go on. Yeah.
These guys ain't getting out of it either.
The backs are bad.
But I think I don't. Yeah.
If you want to do the defence, and then we will do like up top. Like,
so I'm guessing you want to mix certain players from different clubs and different.
Yes.
So I'll leave that one to me. The back.
You deal with back four.
I'll go Spencer, plays for us. Then next to him, I'll be honest with you, I'll probably have Albie from Lambeth All Stars.
Okay.
Yeah, Albie. Yeah. Left back, I'm going for D, plays for us all day long. Right back, Connor Eldrick plays for us as well, going for him all day long. So that's me. Midfield. What do you get for midfield?
Midfield, I'm whacking Monts in, bro. I'd love to play with Monts.
Yeah, 100%. Monts.
Has he done?
Yeah.
He's
just something else, man. Something else.
Dream of a player to play with, definitely for myself. You want a midfielder?
You know more.
I mean, it could even be people from your league. If you've seen someone on the opposition team, you like, hey, he's all right.
Man.
Monts. See, the problem is, I'm not gonna lie. I love SC Don's kind of midfield.
I'll put him in there. I'll put him in the next 2 months, if I'm honest with you, because like you ain't getting past that midfield. It's as simple as that for me.
Guys, it's your team. If you want to put yourselves in there, by all means, it's your team.
Yeah. I'll put him and Monts in there. What are we doing? Like a 4-4-2 scenario, yeah?
Again, your team, man. 4-4-2, 4-5-1.
And then what's it? Out wide to the right, I'll put Connor Wilson.
Oh, you got to put Flips in there. You got to put him in.
That's his name now. He's been texting me as well. Yeah.
If Flips ain't in the team, then I don't want to hear about it, man.
Yeah.
Like 4-4-2 with Flips in the team, though.
No, you can't trust me. I'll make that happen, man. I'm telling you.
Make it happen for
yeah.
Flips.
Flips. Out on the left hand side, I'd have RP7.
Okay.
Yeah, RP7, and then up top, I would have Tommy and Zach Hansen. Man.
I was about to say, if you
If you didn't say Tommy, then that's awkward. If you don't say Tommy, he would have got.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's the. Yeah.
He would be signing for who's that team? He would be signing for them.
But yeah, that's my team, man.
Oh, right. Okay. All right, cool. Well, we'll put that out there tomorrow, and we'll see what people are saying. You know, like you got to back yourself. So, yeah. Just to wrap up, is there anything that you want to like speak about, or even tell us your socials and obviously where to find you and stuff like that as well? Anything to get off your chest?
Yeah, we're on Instagram. Underscore Underdogs FC. We're on Twitter as well. Find us on Twitter and on YouTube as well. Like we put our videos up every Sunday. Try to anyway. So like I said, we had one game abandoned. Incident happened. So we couldn't put it out for a reason until the case was dealt with. Then we had another one with the whole spitting situation that you knew of. So we had to put it out. But yeah, majority of the time, all our games are out every Sunday. Put them out at 12:30. And then we're gonna try and bring more content to our channel as well on our YouTube channel. But yeah, like I just want to say a big shout out to you as well for what you're doing, man, for grassroots and for ourselves as well, showing us love. Like, appreciate it. Keep up the hard work and that. I know people are keeping you busy in that, but trust me, man, it's all worth it in the end, man. You know what I mean? It's all worth it.
Nah, thank you very much for that, man. I really appreciate it. Can I just ask as well, what actually happened with the spitting incident in the end? Like, did it get cleared up or?
Do you know what the mad thing is about it is like obviously that game I was talking to you about, the Armenian youth game, that got abandoned obviously, and that was like what 3 weeks after the spitting, 3 weeks after the spitting situation. That situation got dealt with before the spitting situation, even though there was footage. So. Don't get me wrong, Barnet Stanley, they've done everything, they reported it, they've helped us out. I spoke to John Eager, he's been supportive and stuff like that. And shout out to the Barnet Stanley League for helping us out with that. But also the FA, obviously, I don't know what they're doing at the moment. I'll have to drop an email. But yeah, so there was just no need for it. I think I let Tommy speak about it. Obviously, he's the one that it happened to.
It happened to you, Tommy.
Yeah, it happened to me. It was just their player. He was getting a bit lively. Like, it just kept.
You did it all game though.
Yeah, all game was just leaving like high foots up and like on like half our players half the time from challenges. And then so I just said to him, look, like you just got to chill out. We all just got work in the morning, like typical thing to calm down a player. And as I've started walking off, he's literally just turned. I've heard him just bring up all his spit and just spit straight at me. Went all on my shoulder, down my shirt, and I just like, to be fair, I helped like just stood back. Like,
you know what? I applaud you for that, for not kind of going and.
Now I think back and I've actually done the right thing.
Oh, you have. Because again, especially during this time period as well. Like, look, for me, spitting is down there or up there, wherever you want to see it as the lowest low. But again, during a time like this, during this year, when everything that's we're trying to go against, especially with COVID. Nah, for me, sorry. There's no excuses for that. So again, applause to you for not reacting or doing anything. Hopefully, the FA will pull their finger out and do something about it. Because
I've definitely I've sent them all like the guys' information. I found them on the actual Barnet Sunday League website actually. So I remember half of their players calling him by his name. So now I just obviously just set all that in stuff like that. So fingers crossed that helps. Like it gets resolved.
No, I hope so too, because again, like, especially like during this year as well, like we've had a poor 2020 to say the least, and like for someone to do that on a football field where we're supposed to be kind of getting away from everything that's going on in the world, it baffles me that someone would do something that silly. But yeah, let's try and end on a positive note. So again, Underdog, man, you guys have been great, entertaining. Again, I feel like I've got to know you more. I want to see like more of your story though as well going forward.
Yeah, 100%.
as much as I want to see you three and I want to see flips and I want to see like and hear your story. So like even Kane's going off saying flips all day. Like yeah, like really do want to hear more of your story, and please feel free to share it with me and I can share it to my audience and so on and so forth. So yeah, shout out to you guys for that. But just gonna wrap it up now. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Make you guys follow them on all socials, Underdogs FC, and I'm sure you'll see a lot more of them as well. They're ripping it up, doing cricket scores all over the shop as well. So watch out for all Underdogs cricket team as well. But yeah, take care.